You're kidding. It took me a while to do that intro. Now it's already dark. Hey guys, it's your girl Bri Bri, aka Brianna. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are you? So today is going to be a little book review video of a book I chose as a part of our term 2 Holocaust project. Yeah, no. So let's talk a little bit about myself. You're probably wondering what school I go to, and that is Global Learning Charter Public School, GLCPS for short, and I'm in 8th grade. So the title of my book is In My Hands by Jennifer Armstrong and Irene Opdyke, who was a Holocaust rescuer. Now, in this book there are 265 pages of the story, while the other pages in the back show a map of Poland and talk about the authors. Considering this book is in first person and talks about the memories Irene had remembered during the Holocaust, therefore this book is similar to The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. I really love this book because there's a lot of action and it shows what it was like to be back then during the Holocaust. Like, feel like you were there as you were reading it, and it's like you were in the clouds somewhere looking down at the people and everything else. In the book there are sad moments, happy moments, and it makes you want to continue reading. So my favorite part of the book is Irene, who's one of the main characters. Once Hitler/German soldiers started taking over, bombs started taking place, Irene has left her family. This all happened once Irene went to walk to the hospital, where she's a student nurse. Planes with bombs just started coming from the sky, and she had to hide in the hospital for a couple of days to heal and feel better again. No, that's not the good part. Duh. That was like a little summary of what happens before my favorite part. After 2 years with bad events throughout her years, like being beaten, raped, interrogated, practically starved to death, taken by soldiers, being sick, she finally reunites with her family. She was able to see her sisters and parents, which was really heart-filling. Tears from the family began, and I was really happy for Irene. Then she stays with her parents and tells her and the rest of her family what has happened throughout those 2 years. As I was reading, this became one of my favorite parts of the book because Irene doesn't give up. She's brave, she'll do whatever it takes to see her family, which is one thing I like about Irene. But then more action happens once seeing her family didn't last very long. Okay, so this book is mainly about a girl named Irene, who is a student nurse and is the age of 17, living a normal life in eastern Poland. So she has a pretty big family. Her mother, which she called Mamuzia, and her dad, which she called Tatus, yeah, and her 4 other sisters, Janina, Marzia, Bernia, and Walzia, and her dog Lalaka, also female. So in continuation of the story, after leaving the hospital because she was almost raped by someone named Dr. Zaidov, I can't pronounce that, but she stays with someone she knew, Dr. David, for a year. Then Dr. David started to receive letters that she can go back with her family. Then therefore Irene got on a train and left after getting her registration. Then this is the part where German soldiers started asking her questions in a room, basically interrogating her. Towards the middle, after seeing her family, she decides to go to church and pray. I guess that wasn't a good idea because German soldiers just came in and started taking Jews, and this is when she started working for German soldiers at a dining hall. So, as she's working in the kitchen, she meets a friendly person. Turns out he was German, but he was very friendly, helpful. He never had anything against Jews. Then her sister Janina was able to work with her because Janina has been away from her family.
Hey guys, me in the future editing, and I meant to say, Irene has left her family for way too long, not Janina, so yeah.
Way too long, and she at least wanted to be by her sister's side. Then, now, as Irene was serving two Germans, Major Rujimir and the head of the SS named Rokita, she was serving their food and she eavesdropped on their conversation. But not just those two people, like other Nazi officers she listened to their conversation on. She heard about what they said about killing Jews in the area they were in. They would like wipe out the whole place. Therefore, she smuggled food under a fence for the other people in the ghetto and to spread the news so that they can hide. Other people she worked with, from the kitchen to laundry room, she would tell them everything that she heard. A quote from the book. Let me see. Okay. So, a quote from the book is, "In the morning, I reported to the... Ooh. In the morning, I reported the conversation to the workers in the laundry. Expect trouble tomorrow, I said. A raid or something. Spread the word if you can." So, that happened. And then, more later to the book, Irene started living in Major Rujimir's villa. And in the basement is where she hid people. She hid a total of 12 people. 12 of them were Ida and Lazar Haller, Clara and Thomas Buer, Moses Steiner, Fanka Silberman, Henry Wayne Bum. Oh no! So she hit a total of 12 people. 12 of them were Ida and Lazar Haller, Clara and Thomas Buer, Moses Steiner, Fanka Silberman, Henry Weinbaum, Alex Rosen, Paula Morris, Penny Klamika, Helen Weinbaum, and Helen's mother. So in case you haven't noticed, this is the reason why this book is called In My Hands, because Irene has a total of 12 people in her hands she's trying to save from being killed by the German soldiers. And she also has people in the forest that she goes back and visits that she knows. So I think, yeah, you should definitely read this book to find out what happens at the end and to know a little bit more, but this is the basic plot of the book. So others may like this book because if you like sad, happy, and different emotions that happens in a book, this is for you. If you liked theme books like friendship, loving, and risking your life for others, this is for you. And lastly, if you like historic, and diary style writing books, then this is for you. Overall, I feel like you guys should definitely read this book because I thought it was amazing. The theme and style of the book was a bonus for me, but I also wanted to give my 8th grade ELA teacher, Ms. Parker, a shout out because I probably wouldn't have known this book and missed out a lot if it wasn't for her. And I definitely enjoyed it, and I think you will guys, I think you will too. Bye. Subscribe. Hello. Why? No. God. Others. Oh no, that's the wrong way. Sorry.